Hello friends, welcome to today's video and video number 2 in 31 days of content. Literally still so excited about this. Today we're going to be doing a all over project pan update. So per usual, I'm going to go over my OG project pan, my pan over purchase, and my pan matte palette. We did have quite a few big empties this month, and I am actually going to be rotating in some new products that are almost finished that I really just want to finish by the end of the year. So if that sounds good to you, be sure to stay tuned. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe because there's content coming every single day. And if you enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up before you leave. And yeah, let's go ahead and jump right on in. Okay, so per usual, we're going to start with my OG project pan. These are just items that I have been rotating into a project to try and finish throughout the year. When I finish something, I typically rotate something new in, just kind of depends on how I'm feeling. So yeah, let's start with the big update so that I can get rid of this compact. So I finally emptied the other Olimar bronzer, the one in Pale Wear. I'm still just like about it. Because I don't know if you guys have tried to pan bronzers, especially powder ones, but that shit takes a long time. So yeah, I was able to empty another bronzer in this compact. I don't use the brightener ever, so I'm not going to keep the compact around. I'm probably going to smash it up for some fun texture shots, and I'm going to declutter it, so you can expect to see it in a declutter video. But yeah, I was super happy to finish that because if you've been here and you've been watching my project pan updates, then you know I was a little unsure if we would be able to completely finish both of these this year, but believe me when I say I put in the fucking work. So really exciting empty there. The next super exciting empty is my Spectral Shine in Mirrored Moonlight. I was able to empty this this round. I will insert like a little clip so that you guys can see what it looked like last time, and just like the whole progression of finishing this. These are from Vital Resurgence. They're my favorite. I have this on, got my last use today as I'm filming this, which is the day before, but whatever. But like, do you see how glowy my cheek is and stuff? Like that is the kind of highlight it is. It's not like the powder ones. So I really just like using it under my foundation. And then I get that really beautiful, in my opinion, glow. So yeah, I have, this was my last one that I had purchased myself. I've been very fortunate and I've had a couple friends in the community that didn't like this product. So they were like, hey, do you want this? I was like, yeah, brother. So I have 2 more, so I don't even have to go out and repurchase them. I can just start working another one right on in. So I was super, super excited about that. Next up, we have my Nabla highlighter, and this is a product that I have just been, since I have a little wipeout. This is a product that I've just been using out of curiosity to see, you know, what kind of dent we can put into this by the end of the year. And as you can see, like I'm still slowly expanding. I'm like coming out toward this side of the product. Just FYI, I normally only use this to highlight my brow bone. Sometimes I'll put some of it on my cheeks, but I don't really use powdered highlight on my cheek anymore. So that is what it's looking like. And I thought it would be fun just like at the end of the year to do like a little contemplation just to watch it slowly expand. And yeah, I'm going to leave it in because I do want to keep working on it. I'm still, you know, curious. So I feel like if it's not in my basket to use as a brow bone highlight, then I would never use this. So I want to keep it in for those reasons. Next up, we have an empty, and it is the Milani Fruit Fetish lip oil. This is so good. I've already repurchased a replacement. It's like $10. It's been on sale for $8. Really, really great. I love the dofa on this. It's like, it's bigger, but I like it. Smells like cherry lime, and I love that. Something about it smacks so nostalgic for me. And this is a very hydrating product as well, and it gives my lips a really nice tint because it has that red tint to it, so it just makes my lips look more nourished, juicy, whatnot. So I do have a replacement that I will probably be rotating in as soon as I finish a different one. But yeah, I really love this, and honestly, I highly recommend it. The next product that we had that was empty is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer. I had the shade 4 Fair. This was a mini. I enjoyed this. Is it my favorite? No. My favorite, I still think, is probably the Dior Backstage. But this, it was okay. It served its purpose. It was just like a little too creamy for my personal liking, I think. So that's where it had me. But for a mini, whatever. I think that if you could, you know, snag a mini in your shade and try it first, I would recommend doing that. I mean, I wish they had minis for all products because I would quite literally do that for every product. But, you know, it was an okay product to me. Next up, I have the Merit Foundation Stick. And I am not gonna lie to you guys, I surprised myself. I finished this. This did not take, well, I don't want to say it didn't take me too long to use because I was very dedicated to this product at the beginning of the month because I just got that itch, you know, where you're like, I'm ready to be done with this. That's what we had. I had the shade Linen. It was a little bit light for me right now, but overall, not a bad shade. I did scoop a little bit out of the top to finish my last look, but I'm not going to scoop it all out and do all that. Like, I have enough other products and stuff that I just don't want to. So I am calling this empty, which is really exciting. I don't think I would repurchase. I enjoyed this, but if I'm picking a stick foundation, I would prefer to use my Huda one over this one. So that's kind of where I stand with it, but still really exciting empty. The other product I had in, which it was so close, you guys. I thought we were maybe going to get it, but we did not, alas. Is the Becca lipstick in the shade Dune. So this is all currently that is left of it, is this little tiny nub. And I did mark it last time, so I did use a shit ton of product. I just feel like I needed a little bit more time. How I've been using this is as a blush. It's the one that I'm wearing today because the formula just started to change. It was feeling very like oily and slippery on my lips, and I just was not into that. So my friend Steph was like, use it as a blush. And I was like, it is a really beautiful tone for a blush, so I will use it as a blush. So that's what I've been doing. I'm hopeful that I only have a week or two left of this, and then we will see it empty for sure in December. I was really gunning to empty it this month, which I've used it, I would say probably 90% of the month, which you could tell because that huge gap in the paper, like I use a lot of it. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe another week or two and it'll be gone. The next product that I have in the project is my Fenty Beauty. This is the hydrating foundation. I have the shade 150. I really love this product. It's in because, you know, it has a 12-month shelf life and I love it, and so I want to use it up. It's the foundation that I'm wearing today. I feel like this is such a good shade match for me in the winter. I think it looks really nice. It's glowy on the skin. It doesn't get all oily, break up. It's one of my favorites. And I did use this quite a bit. Once I emptied my Merit one, I rotated over to this. I did use my Pure Release one probably 2 or 3 times. And then I used my Rose Ink one twice. So I did use some other stuff. But I really enjoy this. So I was like, yeah, I'll reach for it. It's a perfect shade for me, whatever. And as you can see, we did make some pretty dang good progress on it this month. I don't think that there's still like so much product in this, you guys. Like, I don't think that I would be able to empty this, by the end of the year. I don't think so. I think this will be one that's going to end up rolling over. But again, you never know. You never know. So the goal is to finish this by January. Well, by the end of January is my goal. But I think that, you know, by the time we see it again, we'll be probably down in here. So as long as we just keep a good steady pace with it, I'm okay with that. So love that. And then the last product, I'm going to insert a photo because it's at work on my desk and I will see it when I get there to upload this, is the Tower 28 Lip Jelly in the shade Clear. Last time we saw it, the product was just above the T. My goal was to get to the top of the O. I definitely surpassed that. I don't think this is a product I'll be able to empty by the end of the year. So I thought we would set another goal. And the goal for me is going to be to hit the halfway point with this product. I think that's going to be a nice, easy way to pace it out. So I want to hit the middle of the component by, you know, the end of the year, the December update. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Now, we are going to be rotating in quite a few products. And the reason for this is I went through kind of my collection and I have a handful of items that are almost gone. And I really want to start 2023 with those products that have like this much or that much out of my collection. You know, I just like to start a little bit fresher. So that being said, we are going to rotate some things in. I'll start with the two that have the picture because they're at work. The Kaja Gloss. This is the darker one and I can't remember the gosh dang shade. I'm going to go ahead and rotate this in. This similar, I don't know if I'll be able to finish this, but I could see myself finishing it if that makes sense because I love these glosses. Super comfy, super hydrating. And this one has a really beautiful pigment to it that gives the lips like a nice berry pinky shade. Love. So I am going to rotate that in with the hopes of finishing it, but if I don't, I'm not going to beat myself up. I'm also going to rotate in the Tarte Juicy Lip in the shade Coconut. I don't really know how much is left of that, but the fact that, you know, I've had that one, that's my oldest one. And I recently, I think it was the last update, finished a rose one. I'm thinking that I might be semi-close. So I just want to be more mindful to use it. And hopefully we'll empty that component by the end of December or by the end of January. So we can get that rotated out. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and rotate it into my project. While we're talking about lips, I'm also going to rotate in the Sophia and Mabel lip oil. I got this in Ipsy in the November box. And this shit is already like, there's maybe half left. I've already popped out the stopper. Like there's just not a lot of product in here. And I think I talked about that in my unboxing video. I was like, and yeah, showing it, it's not going to last very long. So I want to go ahead and just like, I mean, I'm going to be using it anyways, almost daily. So I want to go ahead, wrap this up so that I can rotate in my Milani one, which is like my absolute fave. But yeah, I would not recommend this. I mean, it's fine as a lip oil, but it's not blow my socks off. And it just, you're not going to get a lot of products. So the next product I want to rotate in is the Rare Beauty Setting Mist. I just have a mini of this. And typically I use setting mist to wet down my spoolie for my brow gel, but I haven't been using my brow gel lately, so I haven't been using this. But literally, look, there's like nothing there. So I want to just finish this up, because then what I do is I take like another setting spray, which I have 2 right now, and I will take this and dump it in there. So I just have something smaller on my vanity to work with. But I'm like, man, there's barely anything in here. So I just need to hunker down, finish. You know what? Maybe I'll just, we'll use a little bit now. Gosh, I do not like the way that smells. It smells like baby powder or something. But yeah, I just want to wrap this up. The next product I'm going to rotate in is the Bobbi Brown Cream Shadow Stick. This is quite literally all that's left. It's so funny because there's been so many videos and I'm like, kind of want to finish this by the end of the year, but I don't think that I can. But now I'm like, it's December, bitches, and look. So I'm putting this officially in to finish it up. I totally think I can do it, and I'm really excited to just get it out. I don't love this by far. Next up, I want to rotate in the CoverGirl Ink It liner. This is what we have left, and I think I can finish it. I just use this product on my lower lash line and to tight line, so I don't use it as an actual liner, so it might be kind of close, but I want to put it in and I want to try and wrap it up so that it's, I mean, I have another replacement because this is like my holy grail, but it would be nice just to like, you know, freshen everything up because these do take me a while to go through. So that was the other product I wanted to rotate in. Another thing I wanted to start playing around with some usage goals because for my 2023 project pan, I'm thinking I'm gonna start playing with some usage goals for some products because there are some things that I don't want to finish, but I need to use more. So I'm gonna start playing with the idea of that. So I kind of want to give it a bit of a test run. And what I want to do is the Kaja Bento stack on the shade Smolder Season. Her right here, I depotted it. Literally so freaking pretty. I love the look. Every time I do the look, the tones are beautiful. I just like never reach for it. I don't know why. So I wanted to go ahead and set a usage goal of 2 times for this, and we'll report back, see how it goes, that kind of thing. But yeah, just wanted to preface that. I want to set a usage goal. So yeah, that is all the updates for my project pan, what happened in November, what it looks like going into December, and what you can expect. Hopefully we're able to wrap up the majority of these products, which would be really, really exciting. The next update we're going to do is my project, or my Pan That palette. I'm still working diligently on my Tati Beauty palette. In 2021, my goal was to hit pan in every shade. I did. In 2022, my goal was to start finishing up some shadows, and I have. Since you guys saw this last, I have finished another shadow in here, the one that just hung on for quite literally ever, and it was the matte, or no, it was the sequin shade in Aura. This shade took me so long to completely finish. It was crazy. But now we have a total of 6, 7, 8. We have 8 empty pans in this palette, which is really exciting. For this month, I thought, again, we would start to implement and play around a little bit with some usage goals. So the first one I have is the Soothe Metallic, which is this one right here. Really pretty. It's a little more gold toned than I originally expected, but I think this could be a really nice one to, I could probably get away with this on the brow bone, but also it's a really nice one to just go in with like a fluffy brush all over the top, and it gives you like a really subtle sparkle shine. So my goal is to use this 5 times. And you know, you'll be surprised, like, if you really just start using a product consistently, you'll be surprised at how quickly it goes, especially like with eyeshadow and such. So we might not see the biggest difference after 5, but those 5 uses will make an impact. So then when I rotate back around to it and say 2 or 3 months, and I'm like, yeah, I want to use this 5 more times, then we're going to start really seeing a difference. So I want to use this 5 times, and then I want to be realistic with myself, and I love the way the Poet shade looks on me, but I don't reach for it. I think because it's maybe a little intimidating. So I want to just make a goal just to kind of start edging myself in. I want to use the Poet sequin shade 1 time in December. That is my goal. So we have, you know, we already know 6 looks in December are going to be incorporating this palette, hopefully, if I meet my goal. And I'm going to be tracking it and updating you guys. And we'll kind of see how it goes in December. And then we'll reevaluate from there. I might decide to pick a because I was also toying with the idea of picking like 4 of the shades, putting them in here and making them their own mini palette. So I was kind of thinking about that too, but we'll see. I think we're going to do a lot of playing around with how we approach that in 2023. Last up, we have my pan over purchase update. This is the project that I do with my friend Steph. She's over on IG. Her handle will be linked in the slides. I will quickly put up the general rules, disclaimers, whatnot. Essentially, this is a project that is focused on a low buy and using what you have. An empty counts as a point. 25 points equals 1 purchase, that sort of thing. So that's what we've been doing all year. And I'm so excited kind of for the end of the year roundup, because I'm going to talk to you guys about like some really big, exciting makeup empty numbers. Like, I'm truly shocked. And then we're also going to talk about inventory and how it's changed my mindset and stuff like that. And it's crazy. It's crazy. We are going to be doing pan over purchase next year. So if you didn't participate this year and you maybe want to get on it next year, we are going to be doing it. We are adjusting the rules a smidge. And then for myself, I am going to be adding some repurchase rules. We don't really have any general repurchase rules, but I got a little wild this year and really pushed the limit of the repurchase rules. So I need stricter ones. So just wanted to preface that. But this month we had a really good empties total, as you can probably guess just from going over my project pan. We ended up with 8 makeup empties, which is just incredible. I think last month I had 8 or 9 as well. So we really just, these last 2 months have been crushing it on the empties front. And what we hope to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, potentially 5 more empties by the time we, roll into January. Like, I just think that is so insane. I almost wish I would have kept all of the makeup empty products so you guys could like see them, but I just can't stand the trash. I did only hit 1 pan this month, which, I mean, it's gonna kind of be like that because this year I've been focusing a lot on rotating through my collection, trying out my collection, to curate my collection, so I haven't been able to really use anything consistently. But I was able to hit pan in my Too Faced Pumpkin Spice Palette, and I hit pan in this really beautiful purple shade, Want a Piece of Me. And you guys, this a la mode shade is so close to pan. My goal in December is going to be to use this and to get that pan, because I think we're 1 to 2 uses away. So we will definitely have that pan in December. And then I have another, well, it'll be an empty, so I guess that doesn't matter. But that is kind of my plan. We'll at least have 1 there. But yeah, I just haven't been hitting as many pans because I've been rotating through stuff and trying to curate my collection and decluttering and all of that. So it's not the same as last year. But I think that's going to be different in 2023. I think we'll have a lot more panning going on. So yeah, that brings me to a total of 9 points that I earned in November, which brings my yearly pans are at 65 and my yearly empties are at 65. So they're like head and head right now. And then my yearly points is at 130, which means that I have earned another purchase. I didn't use it yet, and so I have a total of 1 purchase. These purchases are not going to roll over into 2023. So my plan is to use it sometime in December. I want to hold on to it a little bit because Odin's kind of hinted at, releasing something. Like, you never know. So I'm gonna hold on to it, and then I will make that 1 purchase by the end of the year, because like I said, it's not going to roll over. And plus, I don't think I would have to earn another 20 points to earn another purchase, and I just don't think that I'll be able to do that by the end of December. So I just have the 1 to work with, which is totally fine. I mean, I don't need shit, but I like this. I love makeup, so naturally I'm gonna be bringing stuff in, But yeah, that is it. That is my project panning update for November. In my opinion, it was a really exciting update. We got some really big products out And honestly, I'm so excited for my 2022 finale. Just because, like I said, we're just gonna be talking numbers, and it's gonna be so exciting. I am already prepping my 2023 video. I'm just waiting. Steph is designing our graphics for our pan over purchase slide, so I'm waiting for her to complete that. And then I will probably go ahead and film it because I already have made a list of what I'm rotating in, what I'm doing. Really exciting stuff. If you're a project planner, I love doing this. But yeah, that is all. I will stop rambling. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like it before you leave. And I will see you tomorrow, bitches. Bye.